What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Bruja Africana, coming to you all reposting some videos that I had posted about 4 years ago. Now, there may be one video in there that is a little more recent, but baby, I have been telling y'all for 4 years, since 2019, 2020, that Joe Biden was going to step down due to his age or because of something mental health related, such as like him developing dementia, and that he was going to become, Kamala Harris was going to become the president. And I know a lot of y'all are like, well, the election ain't over. It ain't even happened yet. But baby, my cards don't lie, honey. I have been telling y'all for 4 years that Joe Biden was going to step aside and Kamala Harris was going to be not only the first female president of the United States, but she was going to be the first woman of color, the first black woman, the first Jamaican woman, the first Asian woman, the first Indian woman. However she decides to identify her as Madam President, because Kamala Harris will be the 47th President of the United States. Now go ahead and enjoy these videos, y'all. I've been said it. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Bruja Africana, coming to you all with a quick tarot reading. Go ahead and subscribe because we're going to jump right into this one. This one is about American politics and who my cards feel is going to win the election. It's not going to be Donald Trump. There he is in his Gemini energy showing up in reverse. The Emperor card is in reverse on him, showing that he's not going to win the election. Now, I'm not saying that Joe Biden may totally wipe his ass with him. It may be close, but he's not going to win the election. And it is because he has no friends. He is in the Three of Cups position in reverse now. He has no allies. He has lost the vast majority of the support of the Republican Party. And those that once supported him have turned their backs on him. I tell y'all that January 6th shit that he pulled caused a lot of people to stop supporting him, which is a good thing because Donald Trump is not who you want as president. Again, we come up with the Six of Cups coming in. Speaking of history, his history of the things that he did is what is coming back to bite him in the ass in this round of presidential election, if you will. Not to mention, Mike Pence is coming in as the King of Wands in reverse, meaning that he does not support Trump. He's lost the support of his his vice president. Not only that, again, his history of the things that he's done. Donald Trump showing up on his own King of Wands in reverse with the Six of Cups and Knight of Swords. That's Gemini energy. Remember that. He has a history of being a nuance or being fighting with people. He has a history of causing disruptions. He has adversarial energy, and he's going against what the fuck he was elected to do. Not what we wanted him to do as the American people, but what those political gatekeepers needed him to do. His history of being full of himself, I guess, because he was so rich, he felt like even as president, he could do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. So him being full of himself and letting his ego lead him is what is going to cause him to not win the election this time. Um, Even with the state of the way that the economy and the state of protection and the affairs of shit going on in politics, and I'll get into that deeper in another reading, people still are not going to vote for Donald Trump because people do not feel safe with him as president. Not because other people, other nations will attack us, but because of the things that he can cause to go on in America. But he's not going to take that fucking L in peace. Oh no. Y'all know what Donald Trump gives. He's a very sore loser. That's that Five of Swords energy. He's looking back like, damn, I can't believe these people didn't vote for me. But per the usual nonsense, he's going to rile up his supporters. Those Trump supporters are showing up in the Seven of Wands stance, ready to defend him because he is going to lose. The Three of Swords is the answer there, y'all. If you needed another point of reference, what else shows that he loses the election? The Three of Swords. What showed at the first place? The Emperor card in reverse. He is going to do exactly what he did before. He's going to rile up his supporters. But this time it's going to turn out a little different for them. The Three of Swords isn't only because he lost the election. That Three of Swords is showing up because if y'all fall for this okie doke this time, they have jail cells waiting for you. If you all participate in another insurrection or whatever it is that he's going to rile his supporters up to do, it's not going to end well at all for you. It is going to end in jail time for swords, and it is going to end in a lot of people being dead, okay? Don't be a fool for this rich ass man. That may very well also be him going to jail. Anyway, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will assume the White House again. We have the Chariot card showing up with the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is just them repeating the cycle that's going on right now. This is them being elected again or selected, if you will, because they knew that they were going to give Joe Biden a second term because there's a plot to him winning the White House again. You see, after he wins the White House again, and I don't know how soon it is after he wins the White House again, the winds of change begin to blow very heavily. And with the Death card and the Moon card showing up with the Tower, Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Wands, Joe Biden's mental health is going to slip a whole lot further than what it's been slipping. He's going to be glitching and slipping so hard that people are really going to begin to question, should he be commander-in-chief? And he's going to have to step down from office. And y'all already saw the damn picture pop up there. I done told my fucking read. Kamala Harris will become the very first female president, very first woman, very first woman of color, very first one black woman to be the president of the United States by default of Joe Biden's mental health failing. He will have to step down. And in him stepping down, there is Kamala Harris in the Queen of Wands stance, standing up and assuming position as the president of the United States. United States of America always shows up as the Emperor's card for me when I'm doing readings on our country, y'all. But Kamala is coming in with something to prove, y'all, okay? She coming in as the Queen of Swords, okay? She coming in, she has some shit to prove. She's pissing amongst the boys, okay? And she may abuse her power a little bit, or with the Six of Pentacles showing up, it may seem like an abuse of her power because y'all are going to think, oh, she's getting ready to do a whole lot of shit for women. She getting ready to make shit hard for men and da-da-da-da. No, that's not what she's going to do. Kamala is, while coming in with her own agenda or with her agenda that is set forth for the first female president, she's going to try to make a lot of things work. But I'm not saying trust her because she is just as untrustworthy as everybody else. But trust that she's going to be the first fucking female president of the United States. I'll say that. This is going to happen, y'all. She's going to take the office after Joe Biden gets sick. Get ready for it, America. Kind of coming to you with another read. My spirit just put it on me to continue to talk. And this is another read regarding this damn election. This political shit that we got going on here in the United States. I mean, everybody's welcome to participate in it and join in on the reading. But you know, this is just again about us, about us Americans with our weird isms, whatever is going on, you know, there's this foolishness that's going on with us. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit a like, share the video, and I just want y'all to know, those of you that are here to I'm sorry, y'all, my phone rang. That are here to, talk shit and act crazy and negative, whatever. You're still giving me a view, so that's really all I care about. I like the likes and all of that, but guess what? Them views is what matters. So when you come here to talk shit and you talking heavy and all that shit, understand you still gave me that view. Thank you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started talking about what's going on in the state of our damn country, y'all. So although we doubt both candidates have whatever it takes to make our country look, fix our country, I don't know what the fuck verbiage I need to use at this point, because it's just like this shit is disastrous and it's just remaining that way. So maybe let me say it like this: Americans are ready to select somebody who is less disastrous than this last shit that we went through, this fucking social experiment called the presidency of Donald fucking Trump. Although we doubt each candidate, Americans have spoken, though. Americans are clearly communicating that we're ready for a new president. We're ready for somebody else. We're ready to move forward from whatever this is that is going on. This foolishness that's going on, that's plaguing our country. And Spirit is also communicating that, okay, we heard y'all. Here's the judgment card coming in with the Page of Pentacles. All we have to do is get out and vote and make sure that we select who it is that we want in office, y'all. And this is not a get out and vote post, but I just want to let you know that's what Spirit is saying overall. Get out and vote. And it looks like we are. Like the majority of Americans are going to come out and vote. And we have made our choice. We are about to see Joe Biden and Kamala Harris take office as president and vice president. With the King and Queen of Wands, that's them. And then behind the King and Queen of Wands, solidifying, letting you know that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will win the office, is the Six of Wands. That's a victory. And here's the Four of Wands. They got a whole lot. You see the communication that's going on. Spirit is doing a whole lot of talking. Spirit is doing a whole lot of talking. Let me make sure I put these so you all can see them. Excuse me. I hope I don't have hairs in my damn chin. But Spirit is doing a lot of talking, with the communication rods. And these are also forward motion. Definitely. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden will win the White House. Here's the White House in the background. And not that they're together or anything, but do you notice that this is a man and a woman here? This is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris winning the presidency. Six of Wands, Four of Wands, King and Queen of Wands. This is them together. They won, okay? They are going to win the presidency, and it's because we've chosen that this is a better choice for us. There's a Judgment card and the Chariot card. Forward motion on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. With that being said, I've said that already, that they would win the election. I've been saying that all along. I've been telling y'all that America is tired of this social experiment called Donald Trump as our president. We're tired of it. We have learned that he was actually not what we needed. He actually tanked the damn country. I don't care how you feel about what I just said. We learned that he was not a good decision for us as a whole, as Americans, to select this man as president. We learned our fucking lesson, didn't we? It was a hard pill to swallow, but we got exactly what we asked for. We allowed this shit to go on. We decided that we wanted different. We wanted change. Obama was no longer good enough. So we wanted change. And oh, indeed, Donald Trump changed the fuck out of our world, didn't he? Sank that motherfucker. With all of the shit that's going on in Donald Trump's America, it's coming up as the world card and the death card. He's taking us through all kinds of Unnecessary ass changes. Shit that we didn't need to go through as a country. A lot of the things that is going on, this is just led by him. This is foolishness. So America has spoken like, yo, we tired of this shit. We ready for a new president. Although, yeah, like I said, we know that we can't fully trust Joe Biden. We know this. We know that he's coming up as the Nine of Pentacles. We know he's a wolf. We know that. But we tired of struggling under Trump, and we're ready to move on. And the voters will speak on November 4th. So let's go ahead and talk more about that. As I said, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are going to win the White House, but Donald Trump is not going to go silently. He's not going to go peacefully. Oh, hell no. No. He's going to go out fighting. He's going to go out fighting because, first of all, yeah, he's going out fighting. He is not going to go peacefully at all, honey. He's going to come through and I've already said it in readings prior to this one, that he's going to go harder at making things difficult for Americans, and this is exactly what he's going to do because he's going to feel betrayed. You know how, Geminis are. And he's got a Gemini. We have to pull for his zodiac. He's a Gemini. And I didn't even need to shuffle, and this one was the first one out. He thinks that what he's doing is correct, and he thinks that he's been backstabbed by the American people because he's leaving the White House. And it's like when it's a couple things that's going on here to me. With the spread that's coming up on Donald Trump, he could either be still leaving the White House completely wounded, his ego completely wounded, because the King of Swords did come up. So he could leave the White House completely wounded emotionally, like his ego really, really hurt and his pride hurt because he feels like we backstabbed him. He's going to feel like, how dare these people not vote for me? Or it could also just be, him being selfish about not taking care of himself with this fucking COVID-19 shit that he got going on. And he leaves the White House sick. Either way, he's not going in peace. Again, he feels like we have backstabbed him. He's going to feel this. I said this before. He's going to feel like we have backstabbed him. And we didn't we didn't do as he asked us to do. He is on a stance of like, yo, I'm going to do this and that and the third for y'all, as long as y'all vote for me. That's basically what he's saying when he said that he was taking off the stimulus talks or whatever he had going on. Then he put them back on. He's playing back and forth. He's playing games again. This man already is aware that he's going to lose the White House. So his ego is already at play. He's already contemplating the end of his presidency. He doesn't like it. He's coming up as the grand provoker. He's the grand cross. He's the provoker. He's getting ready to start up a whole bunch of shit. He's his ego. His ego is so present, he's not going to deal with it. And y'all know that he has a history of being led by his ego and his pride, and he's just very, very prideful. He's not going to stand for this. He's going to start doing worse shit, y'all. And it's crazy because the spirit is coming up. We're saying like it's all in his head. He's thinking up crazy shit right now to look, Gemini, I think. He's coming up with all kinds of situations and things to do to punish people for not voting for him because he knows he's losing. He's thinking about it now. He's in that mode of I think. So let me tell y'all something. Y'all know what he does, right? He has a history of telling lies. He's a fucking liar. He has a history of this behavior that he's going to ramp up. Let me make sure I let y'all know that this devil card is present. Again, he's going to try to make it very, very hard for people because he's lost the White House. Yeah, he's coming up. Look at the damn card. Ironically, it says trumpet of lies. He's telling lies. He's getting ready to be communicating and saying a bunch of shit that's not true because he feels and thinks with his fucked up ass fragmented mind He feels and thinks that he's been backstabbed. Where'd the damn Ten of Swords go? He feels like he's been backstabbed. And his pride is wounded. He's definitely getting ready to start clowning y'all. He ain't going peacefully. Please believe that. There's going to be a bunch of silly shit that goes on. He's going to be starting a bunch of shit. And here's the atonement and shit. He feels like he has to get even for this. He's going to feel like he needs to. And please believe, in his mind, he's evil as hell. He's evil as hell. The anger and chains card coming up with these Ten of Swords and these swords in the back. Again, I'm telling y'all, he's going to feel like we've backstabbed him. He's angry. He's going to be angry at the American people. And he's going to be obsessed with revenge. He's coming up with the obsessed and the revenge card. He's going to be obsessed with getting his revenge before he gets out of this office. So although everybody's going to be all, yay, yay, Joe Biden won, and, I know I'm saying that mad crazy, but, I just want y'all to anticipate the fuckery that he is going to go forward with. And when he's angry, he's angry. And Gemini angry, he's going to be, he's hurt. How dare they? He doesn't want to leave peacefully. Donald Trump he manifested this upon himself. It's like he was saying that he really didn't want to be president anymore. He didn't know if that's what he wanted to do. And he manifested it. So now he's about to lose and he's heartbroken about leaving. He does not want to leave. He is going to, he's just hurt, y'all. He's going to be hurt. But understand that this is going to be, he going to really be acting a fool. He going to be really trying to prove his point. He's even going to go as far as to suggest that witchcraft helped get Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in the White House. He's going to even suggest that. He's going to say that witchcraft caused this to happen, and he's going to really, really divide the country. It's divided now. But he's going to go real hard at getting the country more divided than what it is because he's angry. He's angry as hell. But, per the usual, what goes the fuck around comes around. He's coming up with the World and the Wheel of Fortune card. I pulled the World and the Wheel of Fortune card, and y'all know those are karma cards. I pulled the exact same cards on him right now. And it's going to be some long-term karma that he's going to suffer. It's not going to be anything swift and quick. And, I know people are wishing things on him, but it won't be quick because he has to atone. There's a card, that atonement card. Even though he's feeling backstabbed and all that, he still has to atone for the things that he's done. So it's not, his karma is not going to be quick. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. He may as well get ready for it. He's going to be doing too much talking. He's coming up in prideful stance. He's coming up with the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Let me pick this one up. And he's going to be talking a lot amongst his type of people, his crew, the one percenters. He's going to be around there talking his shit and doing what it is. And, they're going to encourage him to continue to lie. Here's the Seven of Swords showing up again. This is just showing you that he's a fucking liar. He's going to come up with some new. It's surrounding the virus, y'all. People are wanting to know how the president is doing. Even though he's lost, he still wants his attention. But he is putting forward this lie that he has been taken care of with these Temperance card and the Ace of Wands, and he's saying he feels brand new, but no, he doesn't. This is a lie. This is the Seven of Swords showing up. He's lying. He is still very much sick, y'all, okay? The American people will find out. Here's the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. We are going to find out that there is something else plaguing him. He is going to possibly have some type of other symptoms develop with the Two of Swords and the wand come up. The World card come up. And I know that those swords mean things are being cut. But here is the Wheel of Fortune card again. There's something else that's going to show up. It's going to cut his life. Let me put it like that. It's going to cut the quality of his life. That is going to change whatever it is that he thinks he's doing, you know. Here's the Five of Swords showing up. He's got a lot of swords energy. That's karma, y'all. That's karma. And again, here's the final card. Here's the Ten of Wands. Trump is still very sick. He's going to get sicker after he loses the White House. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all think that, oh yeah, someone is putting witchcraft on the president. Ironically, here, this is what he's going to make y'all believe with the Emperor card and the High Priestess. He's going to make y'all believe that there has been witchcraft done on him. You know, he's going to fuck with a lot of y'all mind. With the Seven of Cups showing up. And your Judgment card coming in reverse. So he's going to have a lot of y'all really believing that witchcraft helped him lose the White House. Look, y'all need to learn to be honest, okay? Y'all need to really, really learn to be honest. This man lost the White House because of his own antics. With the Nine of Pentacles coming up. With his own dirty-ass antics. He did it to himself. He used his sword on himself. There was no witchcraft that helped. People just got tired of it. People desired something new. With the Ace of Pentacles showing up, people desired somebody new. And although I want to reemphasize to y'all that Biden is not perfect, do not expect perfection. He's a far greater choice than Trump any day. And I say that and urge y'all to do what you got to do to get him out of office. I mean, he's going to leave. He is going to leave regardless if you vote, don't vote. There is some entity or some crew of people, you know, some of y'all call it the Illuminati. I just say it's the fucking government, and they just make us feel like we are doing something to contribute to the shit. But I feel like the government well, maybe it is the Illuminati. Here's the Devil card and the Nine of Cups. Although Joe Biden ain't, you know, the greatest choice. Look, the devil has spoken. That's interesting. I guess that does throw life to that whole Illuminati talk, doesn't it? Yeah. Here's the Eight of Cups. Trump is out of there. Wow. And the overwhelming majority of them. Whomever these people are that is connected to whomever this is. That is operating as or showing up as the devil or whomever is in charge. I'm going to say that's the charge person. Because politics is dirty. That's why the devil is their charge person. The devil is in charge of them. Or whomever the devil or dark entity, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It is a dark energy that is in control of the American politics. And the overwhelming majority of them agree that it is time for Donald Trump to be removed from office. Here's the Eight of Cups. With the devil and the Ten of Cups. They're ready for him to move on. They're getting him out of there. He's getting out of there. And he's going to be, like I said, hurt. Five of Cups. Here he is. He hurt. He's showing up hurt in his feelings. Because as the Gemini that he is, as the King of Pentacles, he thinks that things should always go his way. See, this is why y'all shouldn't spoil motherfuckers. Here, let me make sure y'all can see that. King of Pentacles with this damn Gemini energy. There ain't nobody but Donald Trump, and it's also Mike Pence. This final card, y'all. Look here. King of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Trump is out of there. He's moving back to New York. He's history. Six of Cups, Six of Swords. Six of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Cups together. Trump will be voted out in November. And he's going to be hurt. So expect him to be clowning and cutting up, y'all. Because here he is with his damn Knight of Cups. He's going to try to appeal one more time to us to vote for him. But it's going to be at a loss. It's not going to work. People are done. Oh, well. You know. Get over it. But he won't. Mr. King of Cups, here he is showing up himself. Like, it's crazy. His cards never stop talking. Mr. King of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Shit, he feels like he has been betrayed by the American people, and he's going to want his revenge. Y'all expect it, okay? Expect it, but you know, he better stop clowning because here's a Four of Swords for him. Him and a couple motherfuckers. The Four of Swords showing up with a Three of Cups. There's gonna be some birds of a feather type shit going on with them. And I mean, with that damn Four of Swords showing up, there's death, honey. There's death around them. So they better stop clowning, or they better get their shit together, because there's gonna be a lot of bodies dropping around them because they're all sick. And they're allowing Trump to lead this charge of saying that he's not sick and he can be around people and he's still infecting people. So that's why that Four of Swords is showing up. These people are so stupid, they're walking themselves right into death, sitting there with him, allowing him to be around them. Oh well, they've made their choice and we've made ours. If you've decided that, Joe Biden is not, he ain't innocent. But if you're like me and you're in a Nine of Pentacles position with him, he's still a greater choice than Donald Trump is, with the Strength card showing up. Go and be great on November 4th. Okay? Africana coming to you with a quick reading. This is going to be, this is America Part 4. I want y'all to go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment on my videos. And if you're here to talk shit, you know what? Guess what? Fuck you. You just gave me a view, and that's all that matters. All right, so let's get off into this reading. I know that we've talked about Donald Trump. We've already talked about what the hell he has going on. We already talked about how he's going to cut up. We've talked about him to death. Somebody asked me, well, do a tarot reading on Joe Biden. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to you all about him as the politician or as the person and as the politician. Okay? But y'all asked, you came out with the ancestors showing up first. A lot of black people are wondering, okay, well, we know we can't we can't trust Donald Trump. Not only black people, it's people in general. But specifically speaking, I'm talking about black people here. You're asking, can we trust this man? We've asked the ancestors, what is it about Joe Biden that we not only gave him our vote, it's very important as a black person to exercise your right to vote, because our ancestors died for the right to vote and were punished for even wanting this simple right. So it's very, very deep with us black people. I'm not leaving anybody else out, but I just wanted to speak to us as Africans in America that have to be involved in this process called voting. So I asked the ancestors, or, I asked, or y'all may ask, who is Joe Biden? The ancestors are coming in and they're saying with the Father of Sticks, he is exactly who he says he is. And I question that because, being a politician's daughter, I know that you cannot fully just trust a politician. But the universe is saying that he is a better choice for us with the courting card. I'm not asking you all to have white savior syndrome at all. I'm asking you actually to remove that from your minds, because nobody can save you except yourself. But universe is saying with the courting card, he is a better choice for black people. And we're going to get off into talking about him as the politician too. And as a person, we got a little bit of his cards. They came together and they kind of repeated themselves. So I'm going to talk about him in this deck as the politician and him as the person over here too, as well as vice versa. I'm going to do it both ways. But he's a better choice, y'all. And he is going to try to take care of the things that he said he was going to do. But that still leaves us worried, And as you should be. With the Nine of Knives coming up, that's us being worried. Like, well, is he going to take care of the things that he said he was going to take care of? Yeah, but as I've already told y'all, there's always a catch to something. Here he is with the Miss Robinson card. And if you're familiar with this deck, this is the Devil card. There's always a catch to something with a politician, all right? So while we're speaking on that, let's talk about him. Who is Joe Biden? Again, here he is with the King of Wands showing up. Remember, he showed up as the King of Wands over here, as the Father of Sticks. Let me get this back together because I don't want to be bumbling around. Oops, and I did exactly what I didn't want to do. But anyway, he is coming up as the King of Wands twice. He is exactly who he says he is. That does not make him a liar. That does not make him any less of a politician in his statements. But what that does is says that he is exactly who the fuck he says he is. If he says that, he's going to try to get something done, he's going to try to get it done, yo. I know that is a big question amongst us. Like, yo, is he going to do what he say he going to do? He going to exercise his rights as the president of the United States to get done what it is that he needs to get done. Okay? But I want y'all to keep in mind, he is still a politician. There's always some trickery and some fuckery in their words with the Magician card. And I'm telling y'all that as a politician's daughter. There's always, where there's truth in their statements and in their doing, there's also lies, okay? They always rob Peter to pay Paul, okay? So let's talk about him a little bit further. And y'all are like, well, you still haven't told me or told us why he was a better choice than Trump. I mean, yeah, he's a better choice than Trump. But you're like, okay, well, talk to us about our choice. Well, Joe Biden knows that his past dealings with Africans in America, and let's just say disenfranchised people, his past dealings, especially with that prison law that he signed on, he is conflicted about that now. He's coming up with the 5 of Wands. He's conflicted about his movements as a young man, because he now knows and understands that he was helping participate in the teardown of people. Like, he was participating in the oppression of a certain group of people. And he's conflicted about that with the 5 of Wands showing up. And it's crazy because he showed up twice. But I'm going to stay over here. So he knows that the things that he did in his past, while he cannot change them, with the 5 of Swords showing up, he's willing to work forward. He's willing to go forward and try to maybe correct some of the mistakes he made with black people. And again, I'm not bigging him up. I want y'all to keep in mind he's still a politician. Matter of fact, let me keep this card present because I want y'all to show. I'm going to show y'all how these cards are continuously repeating themselves. But for the most part, he is exactly who he says he is, I know a lot of y'all are like, well, what about him saying if you don't vote for Biden, you ain't black? Well, y'all give these people these fucking black passes and they feel like they can use them at any time. So that's what the fuck he did. But anyway, he's conflicted about what he was. And it's almost like what he did, he's almost remorseful that he participated in people getting locked up and having long prison terms and shit for no reason, or being a minority, being the book being thrown at us so hard. And he is kind of remorseful for the fact, well, I'm gonna say kind of, because I'm not gonna feed like he's this savior. I don't want y'all to have this savior complex, okay? But anyway, he's remorseful about this. The 4 of Wands the 4 of Swords indicates that this is jail time that, he participated in. Not only, this card doesn't only mean jail time, but sometimes it does mean incarceration. He does know that he participated he hurt a lot of families. He hurt a lot of mothers. If you really, really look at the Queen of Cups, he took a lot of women's husbands, boyfriends, sons up out of their lives, and even their daughters and fathers and uncles and shit, important men in people's families and women. So he knows that his past behavior caused this, but he's seeming to maybe move on from that, y'all. He's not that person anymore. And he's also coming in not only with the Hangman, he's coming in with the 8 of Cups. He does not think that way anymore, okay? And he is actively trying to work on having a better relationship with minorities, specifically with black people, because he knows that he participated in some fuckery that fucked a lot of people around. Sorry, y'all. Used to the damn camera being in my face. Now, what I do want to bring up, though, with that conflict that he is feeling, there is still some conflictuous things in what he says regarding the prison reform. See how the cards keep repeating themselves? And here's, look, remember I told y'all that magician came up twice? That's what I'm saying. He's still a fucking politician. Keep your eyes open, okay? He's a magician twice. Where is that he was remorseful over here and he's looking to take charge and change things? I want y'all to understand he's still a fucking politician. There's still votes that he must still get so that he can run again in 4 years. He knows that there are some people that he's going to have to work with, that he's going to have to fight with about this new way that he's thinking about this prison reform thing. But again, he's a politician. There's a lot of back scratching going on, y'all. So where's that he'll say one thing in front of us, he's going to probably do another. And I'm not saying overall. I'm saying that he is going to be a fucking politician. There's, like I said, there's a lot of back scratching going on, and there are going to be a lot of broken promises. Again, he is not the savior, y'all. Okay? He's not the savior of man. He is not the second coming of y'all Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus at all. But I want y'all to know that there are going to be those broken promises and missed opportunities to make shit right. But he's human, okay? Yeah, I want y'all to understand that that is going to go on. Do not go off into this situation thinking that he is the greatest fucking thing. Yeah, make him actively work for our votes, y'all. Make him work for, us voting for him. But for the most part, like I said, his cards were repeating itself. For the most part, Biden is going to do exactly what he said he's going to do. And again, he did move on. He is moving on, or he has moved on from that past way that he thought and felt about that prison reform, that prison shit that he fucking participated in that caused people to go to jail unjustly and get longer jail sentences. However, he is trying to fix that, y'all. He is going to try to work with us and try to help us get up, at least regarding the economy, because he knows that the black dollar, I was going to say the minority dollar, but the black dollar is the black dollar is very important. I have to stumble over my words because I have to be cautious of what I say because I don't want to offend people. But let's keep it 100. This is all about the black vote. This is all about the minority vote. But he's specifically going to try to help. It's minorities. Let me just say minorities, or people that are not in that upper 10%. He's going to try to help people that are working class and all of this. But he's trying to learn a new way of dealing with black people specifically, because he know we don't trust him. But y'all, he is coming up with the Ace of Swords. He's trying to create a new way. He knows that there has to be change. There has to be a stop put to the shit that we were just going through for these past 4 years. He knows that the American people are wounded. He knows that we are emotional. He knows that we don't trust him, y'all. He knows that Americans don't quite trust him. But he knows that we needed to get Trump the fuck from around us. So it's going to be hard for us moving forward to get to know Joe Biden and to get to trust him and do what it is. But y'all, he's okay. Okay, here's the judgment card showing up. He's okay. He was the best choice. With the strength card showing up, he was the best choice, and he's going to be a very strong president. Yeah, he's coming up with the 10 of Cups. He's gonna try to bring it around for us, but I don't want y'all to have this false hope of beautiful things happening quickly. He is going to try to do things to help the economy and help the American people, because he knows that America can afford to do so. But that's not going to be enough for somebody or a group of people. Of course, nothing is never enough. But again, what Joe Biden has said, his cards are repeating, y'all. What Joe Biden has said he's going to do, what he said that he's going to take care of, he absolutely is. He's going to at least try to. Now, he'll be met with opposition because I think that there are more Republicans in the House. Or I think the Democrats may have the House of Representatives. I don't know. I have not checked on the Senate and the House race. But I know the Senate was tied the last time I checked it. But Joe Biden is clearly the president. And he is really going to try to help the American people. Okay, y'all? Keep in mind, you are your own savior. Okay, I want you to keep in mind that you are. But we asked for this man. With the Hierophant showing up. We said anybody but Trump. And I was not going to bring her in, but look here. Here she is. Kamala Harris. We asked for change. We asked for something different. We got a faux change when Donald Trump was elected 4 years ago. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Well, now we asked for this change, and I want y'all to, what y'all tell us to do when Trump was in office, give him a chance. Give them a chance. Okay? Joe Biden was the better choice. Here's to a new America, y'all. It ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be peaches and cream and roses and beautiful and all of that, but here's to a new America, okay? Change is coming. Africana coming to you with a quick reading real quick. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit a like, share my shit, do all of that good shit, even you haters that come through to talk shit, Just know that you're giving me a view, okay? You may as well go ahead and subscribe, talk your shit and do whatever you got to do, but go ahead and give me that view. Anyway, like my shit, subscribe, do all of that. But look here, let's talk about this goddamn election real quick. Before we talk about this, this, how old is Donald Trump? I don't know how old he is. Before we talk about this grown ass toddler that y'all elected 4 years ago, that refuses to accept that he has lost the White House. I told y'all back in maybe March, I began saying it, that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, well, prior to Kamala Harris getting on the ticket, I've been telling y'all that Joe Biden would win the White House. I ramped it up even more around the beginning of this pandemic shit, this shit that Trump hasn't taken care of. I told y'all 3 weeks ago that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden would win the White House. Here they are as the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This is them on their campaign trail with the 3 of Coins. They worked and, they got their motherfucking donations and shit. They worked and campaigned and all of that shit. They did all the shit they were supposed to do to win the White House, and of course, there's other things that are behind it, but this ain't gonna be that type of video, okay? So I want y'all to relax and let me do what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, they did what they did. But now what is Mr. Trump doing? Exactly what I told y'all that he was going to do. He is creating chaos because he is a sore loser and he does not want to leave the White House. He is trying to put in the air with the Magician card coming in with the 5 of Wands. He's trying to put in the air that there's some trickery going on with the votes that have been cast. He just cannot believe that nobody voted for him. My God, he's got 214 electoral votes versus Joe Biden's 264. So we know who the clear winner is here. But anyway, he does not feel like, Joe Biden won. He's mad delusional. I'm going to give y'all 2 sides to this, okay? We talking about Trump now. Well, let's talk about Biden and Kamala Harris since they came up first in the pool. They came up first because I asked, again, universe, who is going to win the White House? Who has won the White House? And they have come up again as the King and Queen of Wands. And I say again because when I asked that in a prior reading, they came up as the King and Queen of Wands when I said who is going to win the White House. But anyway, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have won. And Donald Trump cannot accept this. This is a victory on them. This is, I don't want to say justice served, but it's justice as far as getting the fuck up from up under the regime of Donald Trump, up from under the tyranny of Donald Trump, of Donald Trump presidency. Like I said, a fucking sock is better than him. They won. Here they are. Donald Trump can't accept that. You know, I want to point out on this Queen of Wands, there's a cat sitting at her feet. In the other reading, I told y'all that he was going to try to say that somebody used witchcraft. Just look out for that rumor being on play or in play about Kamala Harris, okay? Somebody's going to start a rumor that she used witchcraft to help them get in office, and they didn't. Motherfucker, people just chose otherwise. The American people just chose somebody else. Here they are, you know, shit. They want a new president. We desire to see somebody else in front of us tell us lies. This is America. You wounded your people, Trump. You wounded them by leaving us out here with this COVID-19 shit. Well, now he's on some other shit. What did I tell y'all he was going to do? Act a fool, not leave peacefully. That's exactly what this dude on right now. So this is what Toupe Fiasco is on right now. Here he is with the Fool card and the Two of Pentacles. He feels like, okay, I'm getting ready to start some new shit. I'm going to court with the shit. That's what the fucking Two of Pentacles is saying. He's in court, or he's feeling like the American people chose me. Here's America showing up again as the Empress. I always feel like America shows up sometimes as the Empress and the Queen of Swords for me most in my reading. So I know that this is speaking of America. He feels like the American people chose me. And I'm going to give y'all two sides to this damn card, too. Let me make sure I clarify this. You know, he feels like, yeah, he feels like America liked him enough to where it's that he was chosen. But he wasn't. He does not accept that. But he's going to have to accept that he lost. He's having that hard time moving on with this Five of Swords showing up. But, you know, not only is he having a hard time moving on, when he comes to grips with the fact that he has lost, he's going to again feel like he has been backstabbed by the American people. He is going to try to make hell for us. Okay, y'all? I want y'all to be ready for this enraged president that we're about to have. You know, the last few weeks that he will have in office, he is going to raise so much hell. He is going to be awful. It is coming up in the position of the Lover's card in reverse. Not that people are in love with him, but it's actually the opposite. He's going to try to show us exactly how much he hates us. And that's just fine. That's just fine, Mr. Trump. He's going to learn, though. He's going to figure out real quickly that, you know, it might be in his best interest to calm down and just go on and move on, but he ain't with the Four of Cups coming up. He's not going to move on. He's not accepting that, you know. It's time to let go, Trump. He's wounded. His pride is wounded, and he's coming up as the Queen of Swords. So he's going to, again, try to make things very, very, very difficult. Not only with the switch of power, but he's going to try to make it bad for Americans because he feel like we fucked him around and he's selfish. He's selfish and cruel just like that. Yeah, he feel like, how dare they? He feels like, how dare they? And somehow he feels like he has done so much for the economy and so much for America that we owed him better than that. We owed him better than allowing a new process to start over, you know, allowing two new people to come in. He just feels like, he's going to feel like, how dare y'all allow another president to take office. This is again Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. This is them getting ready to take the White House. Again, in my last reading, I told y'all that the Four of Wands showed up. The Spirit communicated it as the White House. Oh, but Trump is mad, y'all. He's mad. He's mad. He's mad. He again feels like I've done too much for these people while I was president. But you notice that his emperor is in reverse. That's because he is about to leave office, and he's leaving office because the people that used to favor him, they don't like him anymore. He's burned too many bridges. He burned too many bridges, and he thought that he kind of thought that because of who he is, let me pull from these. He kind of thought that because of who he is and because of his money and because of his family, and basically mainly because of his money, he thought that he would be able to manipulate this situation into his favor. Now, I'm not one of those people that'll say that he stole the election from Hillary, because America was not ready for a female president, but you better get ready now. I'm going to do another tarot reading on that and let you all know, like, yo, Kamala Harris going to be your president very, very soon. But anyway, Trump felt like, because of who he is, and his power, we gonna bend at his will because of who he is and his money. Now he sees why this tower is here. He's about to learn why this is a tower situation for him, why he has lost the White House. He's not gonna listen though. He's not gonna listen. He is a jackass, y'all. Yo, he's still gonna be like, I ain't going no fucking where. It's almost like with the eight of wands coming in reverse, with the King of Cups showing up. It's like he's saying he ain't going nowhere. He gonna do everything he can to. He's delusional as fuck. Like, there's nothing that he could do at this moment. Like, bro, you lost. You lost. He still feels like he gonna put this shit out here. Let me put the 7 of wands first before the 5 of wands, because they came in exactly like that. He's trying to prove that he's right. He got that fucking Gemini energy. You know when you get a bad Gemini and they feel like they are right about everything and it ain't a bitch ass motherfucking thing, you can tell them? That's how Trump is. He's refusing to accept the truth. And he's refusing to accept that, it's time for him to go and that Joe Biden won. If Joe Biden is again showing up as the King of Wands in this day. And this is my Rider-Waite I'm pulling from. I was pulling from my Radiant Wise. I think that one is. I forgot what it is. Yeah, it's a Radiant Wise deck. But these cards, they blend real good together. He ain't accepting it, y'all. I don't know who the fuck he's speaking with that's misleading him. I want to say it's Rudy Giuliani. He's giving him some really bad advice. Here's somebody coming up as the Hierophant in his pool, because I'm using the Rider-Waite as the deck to pull on Trump, and I'm not going to be on here very much longer, y'all, but I feel like this is Giuliani giving him this ignorant ass advice in this Hierophant position, and it's very bad advice, and here's Giuliani telling him don't concede defeat. He's saying, I don't know why he's giving him this bullshit. Like, it's crazy. He's feeding him some certified nonsense. And it's definitely Giuliani, because it's somebody that Trump trusts, that he's listening to. So that's Giuliani and Trump showing up as the lover's card. Not no gay shit. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that's somebody that he trusts. So he's listening to his opinion, and he's telling him don't concede defeat. Don't concede defeat. Things will change. He's telling him that American people voted for him. The votes will change, but no, they ain't gonna change. That's also a component of that motherfucking death card and the Empress card. No, the change is America has changed. They want your ass gone. Like, he just can't. He ain't gonna accept it, because he got a jackass like Rudy Giuliani in his ear telling him, don't concede defeat. Don't do this, don't do that. You've won. And he's saying all this damn ignorant ass shit about they were just about to win. Like, I think he's speaking or referencing the point where he got ahead of Joe Biden and he had 105 electoral votes versus Joe Biden's 93. Well, that changed within a millisecond, really quickly. Like, it wasn't that quick. It may have changed like within 3 minutes. That was cool. That was a big jump, wasn't it? It wasn't even that damn long. It was more like a minute. The newscaster was like reporting, yo, Trump had just and then he said, see, this is why I tell y'all you can't just run off these numbers right now. And this is exactly what he said, because it changed that quick. Like, so while he was talking, the motherfucking number went from 93 to 120. Like, Joe Biden had a big-ass stretch. Like, it jumped over Trump quickly, and it continued to climb. Trump don't like being embarrassed. He's fucking embarrassed, and he embarrassed as fuck. Like, yo, I lost. I talked all this shit and I did all this shit and I lost. Like, yes, bitch, get over it. You know? And I wish these people that are around him would stop kissing his ass and telling the truth. You know, these people that are around him are pandering to his motherfucking emotions with the Queen of Cups showing up. And they are not telling him the truth. They're just being yes men. And that's not good. Like, his ego is so fucking big. He feels like, shit, girl. Ooh. I'm talking about girl. Like, I'm thinking I'm talking to one of my motherfucking homegirls. Like, but he's motherfucking mad delusional, y'all. Mad delusional. He refuses to see that he's lost. And when he does accept that he's lost, y'all, Ten of Swords treatment, okay? He gonna be on some brand new evil. Okay? And he ain't gonna stop lying about this motherfucking election either, y'all. You see that Seven of Swords? Let me stop pulling and explaining. He gonna be on some brand new type evil with the Fool and the Moon card showing up when he finally accepts that his ass has lost the election and he stops being delusional, talking about they were about to win, but he was ahead for literally about 2 minutes. I'm gonna be honest, 2 minutes. But anyway, he's gonna continue this fight because he feels like it's too hard for him to leave. He refuses to concede defeat. Here he is with the Five of Swords energy as well as the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Like, yo, he got all fight and lion ass motherfucking energy. But fret not, y'all. Fret not. He's out of here again. America has spoken. The Ten of Pentacles showing up with the Justice card. We want somebody else. It's over, Trump. Okay? Okay? He needs to go on and accept that, but he won't. So I want y'all to prepare for this show that's going to go on. This man going to put on. And he probably will leave the country after, you know, being embarrassed. He probably will. He has the bread to leave. But he really, really thinks that because of who he is and his money and his family and his status, people really were going to vote for him, and people proved him wrong, honey. But just sit back and enjoy this circus that's about to ensue, okay? Because Trump really, really thinks that he's won. I don't understand the people that are around him. Like, y'all licking his ass so hard till he ain't got to clean that motherfucker when he take a shit. This man lost, okay? I'm kind of coming to you with a tarot reading. Well, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like my channel. Shit, do what you gotta do. I'm not responding to any negative energy, though. So if you don't like what I'm about to say in this reading, hey, just go past it. All I want you to do is just check me out and see what I have going on. This is America. 90 days in, y'all. So I know a lot of y'all have been asking me, yo, go ahead and do an update on what's going on. Like the last reading I did over America and basically the state of the world was on New Year's Eve. And I told you all that I would come back and do another reading, but I wanted to wait 90 days just to give them time to be in office and see what's going on. So go ahead and fuck with me if you're down with what I got going on, and check out my past readings on America and the state of what's going on in the world, if you will. Now let's get to it. Well, as usual within my readings, America always comes up as the Empress card, and that's just my interpretation. When I do pull the Empress, I just want to show you all which deck I'm pulling from today, or which decks. Right now I'm going to explain this one because it has quickly become my favorite. The Santa Muerte deck. This has become my favorite deck. Like, this deck really, really, really reads. And where is the other box? And I know this has nothing to do with what's going on, but I just want y'all to see my new toys, if you will. If I can stop dropping shit. And I'm also reading from the Osho Zen Tarot, which is this one. And I am pulling from the Oracle of the Sun Radiant, which is this deck. But we'll get to explaining all these cards in a second. And I'm going to also be pulling from my Hoodoo Tarot deck because there are some energies that are present that I want to speak on, and some things that are going on presently that seem to have this like orchestrated effect that is going on. So nothing that is going on in America right now is new. This is almost like a nothing is new under the sun situation that is going on. And well, let's get started. Let's get off into the reading. Here we have the politics card. Of course, the world of politics. Remember, I told you all, although Joe Biden was a greater choice than Donald Trump, I told you all Donald Trump would lose the election. I told you all that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden would assume office. I did also tell you all that Joe Biden would try to get everything done that he said that he would do in his campaign. And for the most part, he will. But I also warned you all about trusting politicians. You see, it's that whole mask wearing thing. And that's kind of ironic too, y'all. And I'm going to talk about the pandemic as well. So remember, in the world of politics, up comes the card politics, and there is mask wearing being spoken of. Get it? Mask wearing. Okay, so we're being told we have to wear masks, which again, I'm not anti-mask, I'm not anti-vax, and that's not going to be the premise of this reading at all. But I just want you all to pay attention to the obvious signs that are showing up. If I can keep this damn shine off of my cards. But pay attention to the obvious signs that are showing up in this reading. I myself was kind of fixated on that politics card because it spoke it's got a mask on it. And not only is it about like maybe the pandemic mask wearing, it is the politicians pretending to be one way and they are absolutely the other. Remember, I told y'all, although he's going to do or try to do what it is that he says that he was going to do in his campaign, there's also the side of it, which is snaky, and that is the world of politics. Although they put on this face of, I'm going to help, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, there's always some other side of it, which is leaving Americans in the stance of being stressed out. Although it seems like maybe we're coming into this, we need to come together, like, how are they putting it in this pandemic? We're in this together. It's this whole mantra of we're in this together in America. America has this, and not only America, but I'm only speaking to America because I am American and I don't know what's going on over in y'all country. So if you are looking at my tarot videos from another country, welcome. Thank you so much for your views. But I can't directly speak on your country, okay? So just work with me, baby, and just apply it if it applies to your country. But I'm directly talking about America here, okay? And with America, you know, like I said, it's that whole we're all in this together mantra that's going on. We're in this fight together. But it's something kind of crazy going on in the world that is America. There is something going on with the higher ups, and I'm going to keep this Three of Cups to the side. I'm going to speak on this Hierophant energy coming in with this Empress card. I'm going to try to keep this up here so you all can see it. These are the higher ups. These are the politicians in the Hierophant stance right here. American politicians. They are there's something else. They're orchestrating something. And I know y'all don't believe in conspiracy theories, and this is not necessarily a conspiracy theory. I've never thought that the New World Order was a conspiracy theory, but follow me along this line again. If it resonates, good. If it does not, get the fuck on. This ain't for you. But there is something about maybe New World Order being spoken of with the World card showing up and eliminations. The Two of Swords being present in this stance is there are cuts being made. And although they are putting forward this energy or this face or this mask wearing, if you will, because remember this card, this mask card, this politics card, this is like a double entendre here. There are different things going on surrounding this mask wearing. Don't forget about this card, okay? And although they are saying that we're all in this together and there's this whole Fight for unity. There's a fight for unity, but there's a false fight for unity going on. There is some using going on. There is a situation where there is participation needed to make their plan of still making cuts. And I haven't said it yet, but I'm going to say it again in this video. There's still population control going on, if you will. But in order for their next phase of population control to go on, and again, this is specifically in the world of America and in the world of our politics. This is what we have going on in our world of politics here. There are still cuts that need to be made. There's still a need to control the population here. But in order for them to make that happen, they have to have participation from Americans, willful participation. And I wonder if they are not throwing us minorities out in front of the firing gun. There is something strange, not even strange. There is some bullshit going on in America that is repeating itself. Now, there are fuckers running around fucking with the Asian community. At first it was black people, then it was Hispanic people. Like, it was a tandem effect for black people and Hispanic people. But now it's like, they're fucking with Asian people now. And it's almost like the media is feeding the energy of, discrimination, hate, and all of that, because it's definitely going on. It's definitely going on, but there's a false narrative being painted for us. I almost feel like these situations are set up so that they can have the participation they need for this population control, because again, they want us to believe that they're helping, but they're not really helping. They want us to believe that things are being orchestrated for our betterment, if you will, but there's not. There are still going to be people that are suffering loss behind this, that they are that they're putting forward for us. And they're also, again, orchestrating it and painting it the way that they want us to see it. There's the vision card showing up. That is, and with the it's got Pisces energy on it. Let me see what type of energy this lost card. It's Pisces energy as well. It's like, it's emotional energy. They're playing with people's emotions in these situations. Here's the Judgment card. They already know, politicians, they're already aware of what it is that they intend on doing, and whatever it is, the plot that they intend on showing or feeding us, the agenda that they're intending on feeding us. Let me put it like that. Here again, let me feed off of the vision card with the King of Cups. This is selfishness. They only want us to absorb what they want us to see, and they want us to interpret it the way that they put it out there. Manipulation. Baby, the world of politics, again, with the manipulation card on it. That is what they're doing. They're manipulating what it is that they want us to believe and what they want us to see. I'm sorry, I'm pulling again, and I'm astounded with how fucking accurate these decks are and how well they explain, and they work well with each other. But it's just the way that these cards are pulling, like, yo, we think that they are here for us, and we're thinking that, okay, things are going to work out because things seem to be turning back to normal in America. But no, they're not. This is just a new vision of the things that they intend on accomplishing with this new world order, with this population control that they're doing. And you better believe everything that has been done in the past has been already orchestrated or set out. So if it looks like to you that the history books that they taught us, this fucked up, skewed, whitewashed ass information in schools, if it looks like American history is repeating itself, or world history is, it is, with the Page of Swords. And it's because they've already ordained and they've already, not even ordained, that's the wrong word, they've already orchestrated this. They already knew what to do or had a plan on how to keep the population under control and how to keep society bickering and fighting about petty nonsense and stupid shit that does not matter, such as race. And they stay in control of it and manipulate it to the way that they need it to be seen, so that whatever it is that they need to use to flatter us, or whatever it is that they need to use to keep us away from each other or away from the truth, they'll do that. And they have no problem with manipulating it, because a lot of us will take whatever the media says or whatever politician says. We're so indoctrinated into whatever it was that we were taught by our parents regarding American history or whatever, that we don't do any research for ourselves. So they know we'll take whatever it is they say and run. And all they're doing is buying their time, pretending that there's generosity going on, but they're just using patience and manipulating and playing with people's minds so that they can continue to manipulate, play with, and control Americans' minds. Let me say it like that. And they're doing it because a lot of people have let their guard down, and they believe, okay, well, they're going to take care of us. They're going to help us. So they give a few opportunities out here. They lay out a few loans, a little bit of unemployment money, whatever it is that they're doing to help. And we think that this is not only, tit for tat, if you will, or we think that this is some type of help. So we think that this is a negotiation, and this is maybe some type of help, like I said, some type of help up by the government. But again, there's always an attachment to it. Don't forget, it's the world of politics, and there's always some foolishness going on, even down to the vaccine. The fact that they are pressing for minorities to get it, more specifically black people. They're playing against our courage. They're like, why don't y'all want to get the vaccine? But we already got an experience with Tuskegee experiment and shit like that. And again, the past seems to be repeating itself. Here we are with this shit again. Black people participated in the Tuskegee experiment and we ended up dead. Now here we are with the Asian mining situation going on, where Asians are being attacked in America. What's next? Again, America already is aware of what it wants to do. This is a plot and some plans that is orchestrated by them already. I mean, some of us are hip to the shit, some of us are not. Some of us already know that there is a different thought process that's needed, but then there are some of us that are completely under control of the government and trust the government completely. Some of us believe that the government is telling the absolute truth, and we're not willing to think for ourselves, so we're out here losing. Yeah, New World Order going on. Some of us are so compliant with it that we just accept it. This is what we're accepting as the world. I guess whatever it was that was in the world of American or Americans who are under this control is a dream of the past. This is something that you feel like this will never be. Y'all, think for yourselves. Don't allow the government to continue to pull you under their spell. Be skeptical of shit. Those of you that are skeptical of whatever it is that the government has going on, if you feel like, yeah, they're trying to play with us, you should. And you should go out and seek the truth, whatever your truth is surrounding it, because somebody or a lot of us still doubt which is in front of us when it comes to America and the state of America, because we've seen this shit all before. It is with the Wheel of Fortune. This is a repeated pattern for us, especially us minorities. Again, we've been on this fucking wheel before. We know what it is. To you with another tarot reading, a real quick one. Well, I don't know how quick it will be, but it won't be very long. I decided to do this one because I've reached 202 subscribers, and I wanted to do this one as a thank you to you all for subscribing to my channel. So, if you are here and you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, like my channel, share my videos, check me out and see what I'm talking about. Forgive my ashy ass hands. I should have put lotion on them. Anyway, so this video, we talking about America again. Good old America, y'all. So what's going on? What I'm talking about, huh? I saw an article. It said the GOP fears Trump. And I said, well, let me pull on this and see what's going on. And as I pulled, y'all, I started to see more and more things. So I'm like, well, hell, let me come and read this motherfucker to my people. So it's like, why do they fear Trump? You're like, what the fuck is Trump? What is it that they fear about Trump? Or at least I was asking Universe that. And I've already pulled these cards so that, and it's some more back here. I won't be reading from this deck, y'all. I'll be reading from my Hoodoo Tarot completely because I want to see what the fuck they scared of. Well, again, this is all based because here's the Five of Coins. Trump is still having a hard time moving on from the White House. So he's doing everything that he can to pause that. He's trying to stay in the office, but he's still leaving. Here he is with the Eight of Baskets. That's the Eight of Cups. He does not understand. I think that he understands it, but because he's refusing to accept it. He feels like the election was rigged, and he feels like he's not going to have to leave the White House, and he is going to do everything he can and exercise every option that he has to try to remain there, including throwing people under the bus. So now what he's doing is he's trying to identify who has his back because he doesn't kind of trust people. He's in a position where he doesn't trust people really well. He does not trust people. Y'all hear my peoples in the background. And anyway, he's trying to figure out who it is that's in his corner because here he is. Here he is with the Nine of Baskets and the Ten of Baskets. What it is he feels like with this Nine of Baskets, he's trying to see who's for him and who's on his team. That Nine of Baskets shows that there are a lot of people who actually don't care for him. Some people who actually don't like what he's doing, even people that are in his Republican Party. There are people who are in the party that don't care for the things that he's doing. So he's trying to find the people who are in his corner, the people who, so to speak, with the Six of Baskets, that's the Six of Cups, that's his history, who got his back, who has he had the longest friendship with, or whom he's not even friendship, because in politics there are no friends. There's only money, there's only favors, there's only things that benefit people on a different level than normal people. But he's trying to identify who it is that he has in his corner to possibly help him remain in the White House. That's what this is all about. Here he is with the Four of Sticks. The Four of Sticks is the Four of Wands. This is his relationships with these people that he's trying to identify. Like, yo, who can I use to get my way in this situation? And what he's going to do is two different things, y'all. He's going to take care of those who he feels like is in his corner. He's going to make sure that, he processes favors for them. Let's just say there are favors that he's going to do that they'll owe him big. There's back washing and there's hand washing and back scratching going on. What I mean is there's a lot of, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. And we'll get off into that really shortly. But he's also going to, in the Father of Baskets position, he's going to take care of those who are against him as well. And what I mean by take care of them, here comes a karmic will for them with the grandchildren card. He's going to release a whole lot of things, or he's aware of a whole lot of things that could possibly or potentially harm people or harm these folks' careers. And he is going to let off on them because he's hurt that he's kicked out of office. So he's going to let off and let go of what it is that he knows. And y'all are like, well, what the hell is it that he knows that's so dangerous that he could harm these people's career? He knows a whole lot. Here he is with the Aunt Caroline card. That's the High Priestess card. Seven of Coins and the Eight of Baskets. He's basically playing chess. He's got his cards stacked up. He's basically got a full house in his hand. And he is going to play chess, and he's going to drop this, not immediately, but it's going to be things over the, let me see that. What is this? Look, y'all. Kim Jong-un sending his money over here. Let me stop. But let me turn this light back on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all know my readings get a bit getter. Hold on a second. I gotta turn my light back on because my camera's running low because I talk too fucking much. Anyway, Trump knows a whole lot. He knows a whole lot. He knows a lot of things that can potentially harm these people's careers, as I said. And it's a lot of shit that he knows. Let me get this light right because I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see y'all president in action as he leaves the fucking office. I almost said leaves the earth, but I ain't gonna put death on that man. Here's the ace of baskets showing up. I'm sorry, this reading just got really, really grainy. Let me do it like that. Here's the ace of baskets, the Aunt Caroline card, which is the high priestess, and the seven of coins. That's showing that he has information against them, a lot of it, that he can use against them. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Again, he's still hurt because he has to leave office. Here's the five of sticks showing up. I'm going to get this camera together, y'all, because I want y'all to see all of this here shit. Because Trump about to get active. And I mean, I don't feel any way about it. When you get into politics, you know, shit happens. Is that better, y'all? Okay. I'm not going to use the other hand because I'm missing nails and I need to either redo them or I need to put them back on. Let me get that better. Okay, that's better. But yeah, Trump is still hurt behind having to leave the White House. He knows that he's going to have to leave, but he's going to take people down with him. And what it is the GOP isn't necessarily afraid of him. They're afraid of the things that he's going to say with the 5 of 9 showing up because he knows a whole lot, as I said, about a whole lot of them, a whole lot of things that these people have done that are sneaky and, you know, distasteful, if you will. I know that a lot of y'all speak on the children coming up missing. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that talk coming. A lot of sexual abuse allegations, a whole lot of dirty shit is going to come out after Trump leaves office, and he's going to be the one feeding things out. These are things that these people have done in their past or over the course of their seats in office, over their terms as politicians, and these things are about to come back and haunt them and potentially destroy their careers and destroy their families, with the Mother of Baskets showing up as the Queen of Cups. This is some emotional situations that are going to go on. And not only that, some people are going to probably carry their ass to jail. Some people are going to be prosecuted. It's going to be a whole lot of things that go on with this 4 of 9 showing up. You know, that is the 4 of Swords. That speaks of incarceration. So they're thinking. 6 of Baskets, they're thinking. They're trying to figure out what can we do, because they know that if Trump does begin to speak, he's going to be victorious in it. He's going to be victorious in whatever he says, mainly because he has he has enough supporters around him, or enough supporters in America that will support whatever it is that he's saying. They're proving that. They're proving that they will. Look at the Trump Republicans that are getting ready to start marching on January 6th. They're getting ready to do their little shit. And again, he's got enough people that will aid his cause. Here he is with the 6 of coins. He's got people on both sides, actually, whereas that people are thinking it's just the Republicans. There are some Democrats that agree with him as well. And they're going to join in with this shit with him. What they're trying to do is, what the GOP is trying to do is stop this or put a halt to whatever it is Trump is trying to do. It may not work, though, because Trump is coming up with the John Horse card, which is the Chariot card. He's going to go forward with whatever it is that he is saying and thinking about doing. And he has a strong case. His words are going to be strong. And whatever it is that he does, it's going to have long-term effects on American government in a negative way. And again, he's doing this because he has to leave office, and he is going to take people down with him. Stay tuned, y'all. This is going to get interesting. Welcome to 2021. This is America. Peace.